Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quivz here. Quivz does stuff. I almost started trying to stream without a microphone plugged in. That would have been amusing. I would have been talking to no one and assuming you could hear me. I've done stupid stuff before, but that one's right up there. Let me make some adjustments to my setup here. Get everything in place. Right. Yeah, hopefully you can hear me. I guess I'll find out later. This will be pretty funny if it's just a stream of gameplay. But OBS seems to think everything's working, so I'm gonna assume everything is working. Let's flick back over to YouTube. I don't know. It looks like it's working. Stream is healthy. Heaven only knows. Anyway. So where were we? We had just returned from Vesania with a bunch of lithium and a bunch of titanite, which is nice. We made a battery, which was a mission. We got a large wind turbine and a large solar panel, which we put immediately onto the shuttle. And we're prepping to go to Novus, the moon of Vesania. We'll need a few more things for that. One of those is going to be a large panel, because we're going to need a panel to put these things on when we get there. We're going to need another aluminium, because we need one of those to take with us to make a soil centrifuge when we get there. We're going to need a wolframite smelted into tungsten, because we're going to need to be able to make a chemistry lab at Novus, and we're not going to be able to do that without a piece of tungsten. We need to try to remember to take both the RTGs this time, although I'm not sure how we're going to go about fitting everything. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so I need one aluminium. Do I have... No, I need two aluminium because I don't have a solid fuel thruster is the words I was looking for there. So we'll knock up one of those. I'm going to need even more than that, because I don't have an oxygenator either, do I? So, one aluminium to take with. One zinc. What did I need a zinc for? Oh, I was going to take a medium battery with as well, but we'll see. I'm starting to think space might be at more of a premium than I thought. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright. Got a solid fuel thruster. I need... an oxygenator, which is ceramic and aluminium. We've got the aluminium. I'm going to need more aluminium. Did not add up right. Take a few aluminium with me. It doesn't matter if it's more than I need, because it's nice to have some in reserve anyway. We've still got Glacio to go after this, and then Atrox. So at least one more aluminium, yes. The ceramic goes on there. For the oxygenator, I'm going to need a beacon. It's always nice to have a compound ready for tethers when I need it. Yeah, let's carry everything we're going to need. We're going to need a medium printer. I'm going to need... What else am I going to need? Like I said, I need the aluminium. I'm going to need 1 tungsten. Still got 2 more slots. That'll be the 2 QT RTGs. So what I'll do is I'll leave the tether behind and I'll take the battery. So we'll make a medium battery. Zinc and lithium. Take the tungsten. Now, I don't necessarily need the beacon now, but I always take the beacon with me because I've had circumstances where I've forgotten something, and so I've had to launch back off the planet and come back to Silver and then do something and then go all the way back to the planet, and then I couldn't work out which one was my landing site, and it was an abortive experience and I don't like it. So I take the beacon early because it just works out better. Right. Now, are we forgetting anything? I haven't got any other spaces, but what am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Surely I'm forgetting something. Don't need any of that. I've got a thruster. Got that. Got that. Don't need that. Don't need it. Don't need them. I've got a full ship. I can't fit anything else on it. Better have everything that I need. So on this, I can produce power, plug in a printer with which I can print another large platform after collecting enough resin, which I'm going to have to do. And then I can make a soil centrifuge, and then I can use the soil centrifuge to make everything else. And then I think we're good. I think we're good. So we're going to Novus. I'm currently eating some chocolate as well. It's Lindt 90% cocoa. It's about as dark as chocolate gets while still being chocolate and not just pure cocoa. It's not for everyone. It's pretty bitter, but I really like it. It's extremely unadulterated as chocolate goes. That'll do. Right. So it begins. So like I said, yes, you've got to start with the solar panel, I guess, because the sun is currently up. Although, of course, the sun will be down by the time I actually get to doing anything. Perfect. Anyway, let's put the battery on there as well. Let's unpack that. The sun is currently down. Let's put that on and put this on there. Let's just put this on the ground for now. Put this in front of it. Put the beacon down. I've got the 2 RTGs. Ooh, that I forgot actually can just be plugged in. So let's put them over here. Charge that battery while I go and find 3 resin. There's resin. I'd climb all the way up this hill just to see if there's anything up here. You never know. No, just more resin, some ammonia. There's lithium up there in the top of that hill. There's debris all the way over there, but I'm not going all the way over there. That's too far. Right. Let's see if I can get 3 resin out of this. 1. Oh. 2, just barely. That's alright, I'll get it out of this to get the 3rd one. Three. And I'll grab this research item while I'm here. Oops, that goes down into the center of the planet. Let's not go down that just yet. Excellent. Yes, I do seem to like a lot of bitter things. So this 90% cocoa chocolate, followed up indeed with a nice strong coffee. It's 2 bitter things to group together. This is annoying me, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. It's just too damn noisy. Expand this way because I'm going to need some more space soon enough. Why is it not printing? That was weird. Oh well. Alright, sun's gone down. We can take that off and put that on. Right, now this needs to be here, so I'll have to move these for now. Let's put that there. That'll work. What are we printing? This will be time for the soil centrifuge, which is that, and 2 compounds. I've got 1 compound. Resin, ammonia. Compound? There's some. That'll do it. And then we can print a soil centrifuge, and then we are good to go, really. Yeah, so these large ones, they have made base building on new planets when you actually arrive for the first time on a new planet much easier. It used to be a lot harder than this. This is... Oops. Oh no, that's good. Lock. Used to be substantially harder than this. Used to take longer. Yeah, the QT-RTG, same thing. Like, just, I mean, it's a tiny amount of power, but it's consistent power. It's always there, so, you know, it really, really does help. It's massive, massive improvement. Alright, the way down should be about here, so let's get that going. That's a bit steeper than I'd like. Maybe that's steep. Not 100% sure, but I think that's iron. Oh no, aluminium, laterite. Alright, well, whatever. Oh yes, I've got no tethers on me. But this does at least indicate where I will be filling my soil from, so that's fine. Alright, we'll lose the wind one for now is fine, because this is where the soil centrifuge normally goes. We'll fill this up with soil. Print a bunch of resin, because I need more platforms. Yeah, Lindt chocolate. I don't know, is it just a brand name? Are they really that good? They claim to be Swiss chocolatiers for a start, but I bet you this is probably made here in Australia. No, I shouldn't say that. It probably says, no, imported by. So, manufactured in Germany. So they're Swiss chocolatiers that make chocolate in Germany and import to Australia. And then have a, what's his face here? Lindt and Sprungli. S-P-R-U with the umlauts. N-G-L-I. Sprungli. Pretty sure U with the umlauts is an oo sound. What are we doing now? Yes, we need to print more. Large platform Bs. Because we need several of those. Currently no sun, but lots of wind, so let's swap that for that. And of course, as soon as I do that, the wind dies and the sun comes up. Get a nice refill of soil. What do I want next? I'm going to want more resin soon enough. Let's just print more resin now. Go ahead of time. I'll put the printing base in now. We can put that on there. We can move this out of there and put it, let's say, there. That can go there now. And then print yet another one. Now, what is actually on Novus? I didn't even look. Ha! Hematite, I am right. So you will find iron here, which means we can finally make the atmosphere condensers. I don't think... Oh, I was right there and I didn't really look. I don't think there's any actual atmosphere on Novus, because it's a moon. Thin atmosphere. Oh, okay. Hydrogen and methane. So methane, because I'm pretty sure you can get hydrogen on silver, but you can't get methane here. Sulfur, have to go to Calidor. And argon, you can get argon at Vesania. Glacio is also argon. And then yes, helium. Helium from Atrox, the only place to get helium. Or is it sulfur? Sulfur? Hydrogen, nitrogen. Hydrogen, sulfur. No, so it's helium. Can only get helium on Atrox. Right. Let's see now. That one's going to go back there somewhere. Let's put these behind here now instead. Lock that down, lock that down, that's good. Print yet another one. Just going to keep churning these out until I've got all of them I'll need, and then I'll actually build all the base things. I could also go in and add the Novus section to my spreadsheet, because I was smart enough to do that. Oh, I've already got a Novus section of the spreadsheet. Alright, we've got one medium battery here. We've got one large wind. We've got one large solar. We do not have a furnace yet, but we do have a centrifuge already. Right. Refill of soil. Can probably put some compound in that now. Probably still don't have enough resin for all the platforms I want to print, but yeah, I'd like some compound now, because I'm going to print stuff like a furnace and just other things shortly. Cool. Can move that to that one for now. Can place a thing there. When I get some compound, I can make a small printer and some tethers. Gonna need some medium storage, several of those. Right, yep, another one back here, which will be permanent home for a large solar or wind, one or the other. That's where that will actually live now. Storage, that goes here. Let's do the furnace now. Need a research chamber. Did I get around to tethers? No, I didn't get around to tethers. Oh, yes, I did. Alright, we've got some tethers. Let's grab that. Let's begin some descent, shall we? just because. Seems like time that I got to that. Before I go any further, it says there's aluminium here. Where exactly? There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not fall into the pit too early. Can grab a bit of aluminium and some iron while I'm waiting. A bit of both. Quite possible. Okay, that's enough of that. Cool. That'll work. Yeah, I'm eventually going to need a bit of iron and a bit of aluminium, so nice to have them. Alright, that goes there. Need more soil. What's making the shadow? Where's the floaty bit that's making the shadow? I can't see it. There it is. Haha! Yeah, those bug me. Sometimes just can't find them. Alright, more soil. More resin, because I'm still short on resin. Always short on resin. Right, let's make... Gonna need an aluminium at some point. Gonna need an iron at some point. Still need one more of those. One more... Couple more... medium storages. Probably only one more. Because this is a secondary planet. It's not silver, so I won't bother making multiple mass storage solutions up here. It's not really worth it. Still need two more large platforms. One more for the wind turbine, and one more for a atmosphere condenser. So we're getting there. So I'm still going to need even more resin after this, which is quite ridiculous when you really think about it. I've already made so many, and yet we're not done. Oh well. Anyway, okay, so let's dig this out, get more soil. I'm going to start making ceramic and glass, so it's time for some clay and some quartz. So, clay first. Gonna need that iron soon enough. that is all the platforms I'm going to need, I believe. Right, let's see what else we need to build now. Let's build a research chamber, 1 resin, 2 compound. I do not have any resin left. Hilarious, after all of that we still don't have enough resin. I'm gonna need more ceramic than that as well. Yeah, this level of production is insane. A full battery, I'm not even using the battery. That's crazy. It's just so abnormal to have this much power flowing around at my disposal. Trying to think what other advanced materials I'm going to need. I don't really know what a atmosphere condenser is made from. It's actually pretty easy to look up. Plastic, glass, and iron. So plastic was compound and organic, possibly carbon. One more glass. So I'm going to need another glass. Research chamber. Get that rolling. Iron, glass, and plastic. Actually, let's do, because I can't do the plastic until after I've got the chemistry lab anyway. Tungsten, glass, and ceramic. Then I'm going to need another glass and another plastic for a materials container, a resource container. Ah, I was expecting there to be a research item underneath that. And there wasn't. That's disappointing. Oh well. So yes, grab some organic, because I'm going to need more organic at some point. Relatively abnormal thing to say in itself. Hardly ever need organic, but I'm going to need some organic. Throw it on the pile. Right, gonna need a couple of plastic. And what was it? It is carbon, so yep, I do need to smelt this down. Finally draining the battery. I am doing several things at once, though. Don't mind the foil sound, that's just me unwrapping more chocolate. Mmm, cocoa. Right, this will be for a resource container. Add a compound. I'm going to need more compound. Hydrogen I can get. Methane, that's the rare one. Or the one that I can't get on silver anyway. I need more soil so I can get more compound. Pretty close to full already. What did I want compound for? Oh yes, large printer. And then the 2 ceramic and the aluminium will make a landing pad and we will be done. Right, now there appears to be a mission here. Produce a full gas resource. Okay, that's coming. And then I'll make a medium gas canister, which I've never done before. I don't normally use them, but that's alright. We'll see what they look like. So yeah, I'll be able to actually get that. So fuel for thought, produce a resource to fuel, hydrazine thruster, and get the schematic for it. Oh. So create hydrazine. I don't know whether I can do that on this planet. Might be able to. Composite perfection, refined nanocarbon alloy. I think that's the highest level one. Portable oxygenator. I've never used one of those. You don't really need them. Echoes of the past, unlock and print a probe scanner. I've also never really gotten around to doing that. You can unlock a lot of nice skins by going through the probe scanner mission thingy bits, and I've never done it. So that's interesting. Print an RTG, yeah, we're a bit away from that yet. Nanocarbon alloy, yeah, we're a while away from that, but this we're not that far from. Yeah, we'll see. Right, 3 compound. Print the large printer. Hydrazine. Ammonia, and hydrogen. And you do get hydrogen here, so that is doable. It's not even that hard. There's ammonia over here in this hill somewhere. Where was I looking at ammonia? There's some. Oh, well that's disappointing. Up on top of this hill somewhere? I thought I saw a bit more. Maybe I'm tripping. There's another one there. Yep, that was it. 2. So that was totally useless. Alright, so there aren't any major ammonia nodes close by. Despite it kind of looking like there is, there actually isn't. It's alright, can't do anything much about that. Let's go for a landing pad, ceramic and aluminium. Yep, that's what we've got. Oops, ceramic. Print that. I suppose we'll just use soil to make 2 ammonium. There's no other surface research items, are there? Alright, let's go look. There's some debris. Let's go see if there's anything good on this debris. And then we'll sort of look for things like that. Large... No, extenders. Don't really care about extenders. Things like this tend to have research items below them. About 50% of the time. Yeah, normally the time spent on a new planet is really long. Like, I am... Whoops. Yeah, okay, cool. I thought I messed that up twice. I'm really close to, like, being done with this world already. I literally just need to fill up a couple of resource canisters now and I'll be finished. Just grab a little bit of soil so I can expand the flat bit to put a landing pad on it. Even though I'm actually about to land this, because why not? So, can this be plugged directly into the atmosphere condenser? Probably not, hey. What if I put it there? No. Alright. But I can fill it up. So that's okay. So this is not how I would normally do it. So we'll actually be here longer than normal because I'm going to be getting a lot of methane, which is not how I would normally do this. What else are we doing? Oh yes, we need to make hydrazine. Let's take it off that rather than on that. This will be better like this. It's already set for hydrazine. Oh no, this is making methane. I need a hydrogen, so no, that can go back into that. So I need this to finish, and then I can tell it to make some hydrogen. Don't even need like a full canister. I literally need 1 bit of hydrogen. Oh, at only 25 parts per unit per PPU, whatever that's supposed to actually stand for in this game. Might actually take a little bit longer. Wow. Even going through the research at such an advanced rate. one up there. It's really far away. There we go, that's all I needed. Ta-da! So now I will get a hydrazine thruster, which is good because I can throw this away and use that. Can make more hydrazine back on silver, I think. That should be enough to get me home. And then, yeah, let's turn this on to repeat, so it just continues to do that. What else do we need to do? I really could do with some more research stuff, and that's about it. Maybe we'll find someone we go down. I've got to go and start collecting hematite. Alright, the first layer. Let's look around some and see if we can find some iron. Now, I know there was some over near that aluminium right where I sort of started, but there's another nice node over there. We'll go over there. I was hoping to have spotted some research items, but apparently not. There's one research thingy over there. Could make a path over to that to go and collect it. Not really short on research, am I? Almost got enough for an RTG already. RTG is in this one. Oh, I do have enough for an RTG, so let's learn that. Right, let's start collecting iron. Oops, I've still got a bunch of aluminium on my thing for some reason. I was leaning right into my microphone for that entire time as well, so the quality of my voice might have suddenly changed because I'm no longer leaning right in. I tend to have my microphone on my desk. I don't have a arm. I need to get a boom arm. Boom arm, and then a pop filter, and a webcam of some description, I guess, would behoove me to have one of those at some point. But yeah, I'm a while away from most of those things. I say a while away, I'm just not doing it. I am going to... Let's finish off that methane, and then I'm going to make one hydrogen. And every time I come back up and I've got full soil canisters, I can make another ammonium and I can actually put more hydrazine on there just because. Or in fact, no. What I can do, Because now that I've got hydrazine, is I can make diamond out of graphene. I did just make one ammonium, so no, I'll finish making... Well, yes, I've got to make ammonium to make hydrazine to make... Yeah. Anyway, let's make one hydrogen. But I'm also going to have a full soil's worth to make some graphene, graphite. And with the graphite I can make graphene. With the graphene I can make diamond. And with the diamond I can make that drill modification that I was talking about that I normally don't make until much later in the game. Well, this is much later in the game. It is time to make the diamond drill mod so that I can drill through the hardest things. Now, where was that iron? Mixed iron and aluminium. Over there. It's a pain in the arse, and I don't want to keep digging up all the aluminium by accident as well. So let's go for a bit of a wonder. See if I can't just see another source of handy iron nearby, maybe. Yeah, it's all mixed up. But damn it, it's really close, so I should really do it. Where's my thing there? Right, so if I dig through this wall here... I can go straight past this research sample, and there's some more over here, so let's make this a route that we don't actually delete. Let's see how much iron I can get without getting too much aluminium. I'm basically coming up with aluminium there, so that didn't work as well as one would have hoped. Oh, it's a bit of a mixed bag. We'll take the one thingy. Yeah, I might give up on that. It's too annoying. I'm just going to spend too long collecting piles of aluminium that I'm never going to use, because I don't really need a bunch more aluminium on this planet. I just don't. Unless I can make the alloy to make the large spaceship here. I don't have the research, but that's alright. We could probably work out some way of getting more research. It is titanium alloy. No, because I don't have titanium here. No, I do have titanium here, don't I? Lithium. No, I don't. Yeah, so do I have full? I do. Make another ammonium. 3, that's actually enough, so we'll stop it there. Wait for this to finish. Wait for this to finish. Wait for this to finish. It's finally slowed down. I've actually exhausted my battery, and the amount of solar power being produced is not enough to keep this running and this running at full speed. Make the hydrazine. Alright, let's go looking for some more iron ore because I don't want to have to deal with this other one. Let's go this way for a bit and see if there's anything over here. No, that looks pretty closed in. Yep. What about over here? No, that's more aluminium. That's one of those, and it didn't even have the goodness to leave me a research item. Would have been nice. More aluminium, which I don't really need, and I don't want to go any further because I'll get lost. So, is that aluminium? That's aluminium, I think. So not aluminium? Laterite? Okay. Resources. Oh, it's lithium. Alright, yeah, well you do find lithium here, but I've got to go deep to get lithium here, so really don't need that. I'm just going to leave it here. I'll grab that resource though. What about a little bit further this way? Crap load of compound. Dig my way through here and have a look. No. Okay, that means we're going further down. You know what? Didn't I see some compound here? Let's grab some compound. Because I've got one, but it'd be nice to have enough for a few more tethers. Rather than go back to the surface, I'll just grab a quick bit here. I should remember one lithium will be useful, so if I run into lithium I should actually grab one. So I can open that exodynamics pod, whatever they're called, whatever they are, however they work. I don't entirely remember. Let's try and get that. There we go. Keep my descent up. And yeah, I did spend all my research points on the RTG, so I might not even have enough research points bits for to research the diamond drill mod. So we will have to find out about that shortly. Okay, is that about ground level? It is, and there's iron right here, isn't there? There is. So, two birds, one stone. This is going to be a bit of a weird bit thing that I'm doing. It's alright, we'll work it out. Now, I definitely want to take this up because I need the research to be running, because I need to be able to research that diamond drill mod. Also have pretty close to some full soil containers. Now I do. Which means I can start making the graphite, because I should have one hydrazine waiting for me. And I think it only takes one hydrazine. No, it takes two, because you need to make two graphenes, and each graphene is made with one hydrazine, so. But we'll make the graphite now. And make our first graphene. You know what? No. Let's, we'll make the second hydrazine and then we'll be able to make 2 of those at once. Screw it. Let's actually just do that properly from here. Why not? Be faster. Take less effort. Right, how are we doing for methane? $40 of 160. Alright, so you do get a lot in there, don't you? Oh, slowed down to a crawl. Then the wind kicks up and it speeds right back up again. Alright, there's your graphites that we were going to need, so let's put them both there. Oops. Right, diamond drill bit. How much does that cost? Whew. 3,750. So we're a little way away from that, but not too far. I mean, it's not crazy. It's not going to take us forever. It's just going to take us a little bit, that's all. Yeah, it draws a lot of power. 0.75. That one's only 0.5 and that one's 0.25. To handle all terrain surfaces. That's why I go straight to it. Like, there's no point doing the middle ones, because you never need the middle ones. By the time you actually need a drill mod that can drill through a harder surface, you can make the diamond one, which can drill through all surfaces. So why waste time? It's the way I always looked at it. Right, now this is a bit of a weird one because the actual iron is right underneath here, isn't it? Oh good, you can pull that right out. Alright. Take this back to the surface. Let's very close to a full load of iron. Let's get a full load of iron before we go back up. Waste time. That's a full load. Cool. Do need to go and do some shopping today as well. I've discovered I don't have enough workout clothes to actually get through between washes. I'm on normally a fortnightly wash cycle. I have enough clothes to get me through 2 weeks before I need to wash. But I do not have enough workout clothes to get me through 2 weeks. So I've discovered that's a problem that needs to be fixed, and I'm going to have to do something about it. So, yeah. Need to go shopping, buy some more workout clothes. Not that I really work out, but I am not a very fit person, so I sweat doing the most minor of activities. And my activities is literally just walking, so it's pretty sad that I need workout clothes, something designed to deal with sweat, just to go for walks. But hey, I walk at a really fast pace. I do 4Ks in 40 minutes, so a K every 10 minutes. That's a pretty good pace for a walking pace. Hey Jonathan. Yes, live again today. We are basically polishing off Novus. We are pretty close to doing everything we need to do here. We're literally just collecting some resources to take home. Doing a few other bits and pieces, like getting my drill mod. Yeah, so it might be a bit boring for a while because I'm literally just going to be collecting stuff for a bit. Which is not hugely entertaining, but oh well, you get that. Right, that's 1 diamond. Useful. But it'll be a little while before I actually need it because I need 3,750 bytes and I've only got, well, less than that at the moment. Let's go get more of that iron. So I've got to fill a resource container up with iron and fill a resource container up with methane before I go home, back to silver. That's the plan, anyway. If we collected all of this resource, it looks like there is no more iron here. That is all that there was. Cool. There's some more over there. That's alright, we'll go over there in a minute. Alright. Yeah, something like that. Alright, this one actually has a thingy on it, resource items on it normally, so we'll leave that there. I'll make a path that goes all the way around. Working at 4 AM, ouch. That can't be good. Well, not fun anyway. It's been a while since I've worked hours like that, but I've got a new job coming. Actually, I'm going to be working as a security guard. I know it sounds terrible, but I'm also very much a night person, and so I wanted something where I could work night hours, so I'm actually trying to get something similar, except I will be getting off around 4 AM, 6 AM, if I get the shifts that I want. But yeah, I tried a morning job where I was up real early, and that didn't work. So I would rather work overnight and go to sleep in the morning than get up early to go to work. Yeah, I had to do a course to get the security permit. It was a bit, not sketchy, just eye-opening, like some of the stuff that they teach you about. Like when you have to do a course and it teaches you all the safety protocols and stuff, and like, this is how you deal with an armed assailant. And it's like, okay, I hope I never have to do that. But I mean, you might. It's part of the deal. I mean, if I really enjoy it and I want the extra money and I'm willing to go with the risk, I might become an armed security guard because they get more because you have a license to carry a gun and use that gun in protection of whatever it is you're protecting. It's more dangerous because once you are armed means you might you are put in places where the perpetrators might be armed as well. They don't, you don't have a license to carry and then carry a gun and then go and guard, a nightclub, say. That's not going to happen. That's not how it works. But yeah, it does pay a lot more, so it's something to think about. I'm not sure if I want to go that route or not, but it is a possibility. Mostly I just wanted night work. I used to really enjoy it. Way back when I was a young teenager, I used to work at McDonald's and I used to do the graveyard shift, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I really liked it. And I mean, I was going to school, but I was working 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Not on weeknights, admittedly. I was only doing that on weekends. But even on like weeknights, like school nights, I would work the 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. shift. And I really enjoyed that too. So, yeah, I'm just suited to being up late more than I am to getting up early. And it's been a while since I've had a good income as opposed to just a middling mediocre one, so it'll be nice to have more money. But I suppose the same can be said of any job that anyone starts ever. Well, I suppose there are people that go for job satisfaction. My sister, for example, not my sister, sorry, my brother, for example, moved sideways. So instead of taking a promotion, he took less money for less hours. Less money for less hours. Still doing what he wanted to do. So for him, that was ideal because, yes, he was getting less money, but he also wasn't working as hard for the money that he was getting. And it worked for him. It was the exact right move. He's since changed back again, but now it's for more money for similar sorts of hours. It's only a little bit more than he was doing, and he moved into consulting rather than just working. Yeah, a surprising number of people are late night people, and there's not that many jobs for them. And I mean, one of them was like working at a petrol station. Yeah, I don't want to do that. An all-night petrol station? Great. Sounds like a fantastic job. No, it doesn't. A security guard was sort of interesting. In my actual field, like I'm a biologist by trade, there are occasionally night lab positions, but they're so rare. So yeah, I wasn't really didn't have a high chance of getting one of those. It's a possibility, but pretty low odds of landing one of those. So I thought, I'll reskill and I'll get into something where I've got a better chance of getting a night job, and security was what came up. There's a lot of security jobs where I am at the moment because of COVID. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm nearly 40. Next year I'll be 40. Oh dear. Yeah, don't worry about it too much. I've changed profession many times over the course of my life. This will be my 4th career. You do what you do. I can't complain about anything I've done previously. But what was I saying? Yeah, so biology would have been good. And I mean, I was trained in biology, trained to work in labs and stuff like that. And it's cool. Oh yes, COVID, that's what it was. So there's these things called Medi hotels, which is where they quarantine people who come into the country. And yeah, basically they need more security guards, guys, to basically just stand there and tell people, go back to your room, sir, madam. You're not allowed out of your room. You are in quarantine for 2 weeks because we don't know whether you've got COVID or not, and we need to wait for first, your tests to come back. And before your tests come back, we need to keep you quarantined, so you're not allowed to go out and interact with the general populace. And I've been very lucky as well. Here in, I'm in Adelaide, South Australia. But here, we've had, I think we currently have 3 cases of COVID all up. And one of those was a guy who came into the country and was in a Medi hotel. So he was already quarantined. He had contact with no one. No one that wasn't properly protected anyway. And yeah, he's like the only recent reported case. So, I mean, I know the rest of the world, there's been major restrictions and, you know, people haven't been able to move around and stuff. Oh, I was supposed to leave that there because there was a whole bunch of research points over there. Damn. Oh well, too bad. But yeah, so it's been really, really good for us because, yeah, just no cases basically. Means everyone has basically been able to do what they always do. Probably 3 weeks total we've been locked in our houses in the entire, since this time last year. And the rest of the time we've been able to go about our business as usual. People are being more careful. We do have like social distancing restrictions, so nobody, one person per 1.5 meters. Keep 1.5 meters between you and the next nearest person constantly. But you know, that's a minor thing. So like when you go to the cinema, you can sit next to your mate, but there's got to be empty seats between you, your mate, and the next people sitting in the cinema. So yeah, that's been easy to do and hasn't been exactly strenuous or anything. Oops. Oh, that one went into the floor. Oh well. Yeah, we've been real lucky here. Again, it's a small population. Adelaide is a small town with big ideas. It is the capital of the state, but it's like 2.1 million people, so it's pretty tiny. And we're all spread out over a pretty large area as well. The urban sprawl is massive. The actual city itself isn't very dense. So, yeah, we just didn't get hit very hard by COVID and have enjoyed little to no restrictions, which is why we had cool events as well, like the Adelaide Open, which is a massive tennis tournament. That still went ahead. That was one of the big ones where, again, they needed the Medi hotels because every tennis player that came into the state had to go into the Medi hotels and sit there and wait to be cleared before they could go and play tennis. It was pretty funny, really. A lot of them were going stir crazy. Yeah, so Canada's probably not too bad either. You guys have much bigger population centres than we do. But I believe your rate of incidence of COVID was very low anyway. So I think you guys were pretty good. You got out of the major everybody stay at home and don't go outside at all. Restrictions disappeared pretty quickly in Canada from what I remember seeing. So you guys are pretty similar. And I will also point out, Canada and Australia are extremely similar in everything. Every Canadian I've ever met who's come to Australia is like, this is a hot Canada. Australia is like a hot Canada. The people are very similar. Most of the rules are the same. Our governments work very similar. Although I believe... No, you guys have a Prime Minister, not a President, right? Prime Minister of Canada? President of Canada? Prime Minister of Canada, I'm pretty sure. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, like everything is very, very similar. Every Canadian I've ever said is, it's not even a change. The difference is it's warm. Other than that, it's Canada. So yeah, if you would like to move to Australia, from what I've heard from other Canadians, there's very little adjustment because it's all pretty much the same. The people are very much the same. The living conditions are almost the same. It's just hotter. And you guys have more skiing. We have skiing. We have some really, really good places to ski. But you guys have more of it. I've actually got a mate, or he used to be my best friend, and he moved to Kelowna I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but yeah, he lives up there, and every ski season he works in Whistler. So yeah, he's a big ski fan, and that's what he now does for a living. He sells printers for 6 months of the year, and for 6 months for the entire winter he goes and works in Whistler. Alright. So now I'm literally just waiting on atmosphere. In fact, I don't even think I'm going to wait on atmosphere. I think that's enough. That really is enough methane. Yeah, let's leave it running. Because I'm not even going to be on this planet. I kind of want to wait for this to finish, but it's going to be ages before it does. Right, I can make my drill mod. Now I can drill through anything. Attach a boost mod to terrain tool. So it still wants me to do the boost mod for some reason. And it'll give me a free soil centrifuge. Okay, so Astroneer is you start on one planet and you collect resources to create things to get you to the next planet. And there are these in the distance. You can see these massive gates. And at the center of every planet is a gateway engine. And when you power both, this is kind of slightly spoiler territory, but not really, because it's the whole point of the game, and the game will tutorialize you to show you anyway. When you power these gates, you can actually transfer between planets without a spaceship. So basically the whole idea is to collect resources to build better technologies, to make better and better spaceships, to get to more distant planets, to go to all the planets. And then once you've gone to all the planets, you can fully unlock the gateway that lets you travel between the planets. It's basically go further to get further kind of thing. It's very good because it's very simple. It uses one mechanic, which is terrain deformation. So you've got this gun that you start with, and you deform terrain by either creating it or destroying it. And that's it. Like, that's how you do your combat. So this thing here with the red thing on top, he's going to try and attack me. So he launches these balls, and if I'm where they are when they explode, it'll hurt me. And my only way of attacking him is with my terrain deformation tool, so I just dig out the ground under him and he explodes, and that's it. So real simple game mechanics. It doesn't really require anything else. But then there are all these tools. So there are all these different machines that all do different things. So oxygen is an important resource. If you are away from oxygen, your character will begin to suffocate. So at the moment, I have this little oxygen tank, which I can take off, because that's a bonus thing that I've made to give me extra oxygen. But you'll see this little blue bar get smaller. When that runs out, I'll start to suffocate. But if I am near my base, I connect up to these blue tether lines that you can place, and that provides me with oxygen. And so you just place those as you walk around. So that's the survival mechanic. So it's not food and water like other survival games. It's just the oxygen mechanic that you need. And then everything on your base needs power. So you have to provide it power, in this case, with a massive solar panel that I've got and a massive wind turbine that I've got. I've also got these RTG generators. RTG stands for radiothermic generator. They're actually real. They're what NASA uses to power missions. If you've seen or read The Martian, there's an RTG in that. It's really important. Normally you don't go near RTGs if you can help it, because they are radioactive and you can get cancer and stuff. But they do use them to power things because they last hundreds of years. Yeah, that's basically it. Is that you're trying to get to all the planets in the solar system to power all the gateways, one on each planet. And that's about it. It doesn't really have any other purpose. The purpose of playing the game is to finish the game, and finishing the game... Yeah, it's just one of those games where getting further is the only thing that there is to do. There's no end sequence or anything like that. There are a few other things, like there's in collaboration. So this is the actual solar system. So there's the sun, and these are all the different planets that you can visit. There are 2 moons. That one there called De Solo, and this one here that I'm currently on called Novus. And this is the planet that you start on, Silver. So I'll go back there. Yeah, it's got a very simple aesthetic. Like, it looks... Everything's sort of bubbly and almost cartoony. It is all procedurally generated, so it's random, which is good, because every time you play it, it's a little bit new. Everything is based on these resources, which you collect in chunks. So they look like this when you collect them. Let me actually collect a resource to show you how that works. Let's just find something random. There's got to be something near here. Some compound all the way over there. So resources in the world look like this. Just chunks sticking out of the ground. So this is compound. It looks like bubbles stuck together. And as you collect it with your tool, it sort of piles up on the back of your tool. And when you've got a full one, it goes boom, and you get a lump of compound. I've already got a couple of lumps of compound. And yeah, that's like the whole game. Collect those resources to put into machines that you can build stuff. Into printers. So they use printers, like a 3D printer, essentially. And the 3D printers have different recipes. There's 3 different sizes of printer, a small, a medium, and a large. And so, for example, if I wanted to print the medium printer, I print it at a small printer, and it requires 2 compound, which is this stuff. And in fact, I'm about to get ready to move on to the next planet. So I will begin printing a lot of stuff. So you'll be able to see a lot of this printing stuff and how it works and how it's done, and yeah, the long affair. Right. So yes, let's see now. Oh yeah, and you've got a smaller printer on the back of your actual backpack. So this will print very small things, including the small printer. So the small printer is actually printed on your backpack. Right. Now, I'm going to want to go to another planet. Oh yes, and there's research to unlock the schematics to print different things. So you're gated by how much, pardon me, research you have. Right. Going to need one large platform B. So that requires 3 resin. Resin is the yellow stuff. So I can either put it on the printer in the glowing blue slots that show you the outline of where they're supposed to go, or it can actually use it directly from my backpack. Oops. And then yeah, then the printer will actually print. It'll show you an outline of the thing as it's being built, and then it'll package it up into a little box. So the box is always one smaller than the actual thing it prints, which is good. So anything that is medium in size fits on Oh, okay. So the other mechanic of the game are slots. So a resource, for example, fits onto a single slot. Let's turn this off so it doesn't actually do something. So one compound, I can fit 8 things on here because there are 8 slots. But underneath here is a dual slot. So I can fit 2 single things or 1 medium thing. So this thing is medium storage. It cannot fit on one slot. It needs a dual slot. Underneath this is a quad slot. So that's the next level up. That's a large slot. Takes 4. You can fit 4 single things. I can fit 2 mediums. Or I can fit 1 large. And then above that is extra large, which is 8. And you can fit 2 large things, 4 medium things, 16, 8 small things, or 1 extra large thing. And I haven't quite gotten there. I will be making extra large stuff later. So that's the only other mechanic, is how the slots work. Right, so there is a large base packaged up in its box, and you just hold F to unpack them. But I don't actually want to unpack it because I want to take this to another planet, so I want to keep it packed and put it on my spaceship. Alright, the next thing I'm going to want is large solar panel. Copper, glass, aluminium alloy. So glass actually comes from quartz that is refined in a furnace, and it turns it into glass. Copper comes from malachite. The raw material is called malachite. What was it? Copper, glass, and aluminium alloy. Aluminium alloy is made from copper and aluminium. So a lot of furnace work. Yeah, so you just make stuff and then you slot them into the machines, and then the machines print the things, and that's how you produce your new levels of technology and stuff. And there are other things, like these are oxygen filters. So they are the same as your oxygen bar, except they're disposable. So once they're used up, they're gone. They never replenish, not like your oxygen, which replenishes when you're within range of a tether. Ooh, I can make a hab now as well, but I can't transfer a hab. And yeah, different planets have different resources. So this is silver, this is the planet I'm on. You get spherolite, which is zinc, and malachite, which is copper. Spherolite you can find in caves, and malachite you can find in mountains. And there's 2 gases on this planet, hydrogen and nitrogen. De Solo, which is a moon, has no gases because it doesn't have an atmosphere, but you can find wolframite, which is tungsten ore, and spherolite, which is zinc. And yeah, as you move up the planets, they get more and more difficult, harder and harder to produce power on that planet, and you get different higher level, higher tier resources. Until you get to Atrox, where there's no resources, but methane. It's the only source of methane in the solar system, and you need it to make the highest level, highest tier of gear in the game. It's also the most dangerous one. It's really hard to produce power there because the sun is very low and the wind is very low, and sun and wind are basically, besides RTGs, your only way of producing power. And yeah, the whole idea is to activate the gateways, and that's really it. The whole idea is to activate the gateways. Oh, and I left my RTGs on the other planet, so I'm going to have to go back to that planet I just came from to pick something up. Yeah, very simple mechanics, but very well crafted. Also, little to no bugs, which is always nice. I started playing this in early access, so I've had this game a long time. Yeah, there's these 2 little RTGs, single slot RTGs that I actually wanted to take with me and not leave on this planet, but I accidentally left them here. So I had to come back and get them. I play a lot of games. I had a setup to stream, and I watched a lot of YouTube. I watched a lot of other people play games and stream games, and I just decided I'd give it a go. So I made some YouTube videos and dropped them on a channel that I'd had for years. I originally made this channel in like 2006, and I just had a couple of things that I drew on, like video of me drawing on my graphics tablet, and dropped them on the channel. And then, I mean, those videos never really got many views. There were like 3 videos on the channel between 2006 and probably 2016 or 2017, 18, and then I made one more video of me playing one game, and that sat on the channel for several years. And then, I don't know, one day I just decided, you know what, I'm going to make more videos about me playing games, because I play games all the time. So I did. And originally I didn't even have a microphone. Wasn't even comfortable talking online. Like, I didn't want my voice and stuff out there. And then I made a few videos, got a few views. Admittedly, it's very slow. It's still very slow. It's not like a lot of people watch me. But, you know, I went from having 0 views a month to 5 to 10 views a month. And I was like, well, people are actually looking at this. Let's see what else I can do. So I bought a decent headset and started recording my actual voice and talking through things. And I originally started with Far Cry 5, I think was the first thing I was doing. And I made a Let's Play series, started at the very beginning of Far Cry 5 and was playing through it. More and more people started watching. So I invested in a better microphone, and that's actually the point I'm up to now. So I haven't even progressed that far. I still need to get a good webcam. I've always really been kind of against webcams because of security issues. People can hack your webcam, but lots of people have pointed out to me that's real easy. Put a sock or a cover or something over the webcam, and then it doesn't matter if they hack your webcam. They can't see anything. So I'll just do that. But yeah, it seems like it's kind of essential. People do want to see you. But in one of my streams, either yesterday, well, I did 2 streams yesterday. So in one of my streams yesterday, I did point out that while I'm going to get a webcam, it is actually going to change things, because I tend to sit around in my PJs and play video games. So I'm going to have to start getting dressed and playing video games if I get a webcam, which is going to be different. But oh well, you know, the things we do. Yeah, I don't know whether I'll ever go back to Far Cry. It's a good game, but I haven't played it in a long time. I do still have the save game for the Let's Play, so I could actually just pick up where I left off, which is pretty rare, because normally I lose the save game. So I've got a lot of Let's Plays that go nowhere, like they get halfway through a game and then I just disappear. And then I go back to playing the game and I'm like, oh, I've got to start again because I don't actually have the save game from my previous Let's Play. But for Far Cry, I know I do have the save game, because I know it's still sitting there in the cloud. I mean, the same goes for Astroneer. I originally had a series of Let's Plays for Astroneer months ago, almost a year ago. No, months ago. That was actually quite recent. And then I kind of stopped playing Astroneer when Phasmophobia came out. And then there was a new patch for Astroneer. Literally, these new large solar arrays and large wind turbines are actually brand new to the game, like a week ago. I thought it was an April Fool's update, and that they hadn't actually added new large solar panels and new large wind turbines, because a lot of games, they have an April Fool's update where they say they've added these things to the game and they really haven't. And I thought Astroneer had had an April Fool's update, so I didn't really look. And then it was like 3 or 4 days ago, I actually looked and I'm like, oh no, this isn't an April Fool's update. This is a legit update. I need to play this. So I was going to play it anyway, and I just decided, oh, well, I'll stream it. That's how a lot of my Let's Plays start, is that I'm going back to a game I haven't played in a while, or occasionally it's a new game, and I'm only playing it because I'm like, well, I haven't played this in a while, or I just bought this because everyone said it's good, and then I'll give it a go and see how far I can get, and I might as well stream it because why not? I'm all set up to stream now, so if I play something, I might as well stream it. That is my justification for most of my streaming. No reason not to. Valheim. I streamed Valheim real early and was like, yeah, this is pretty good. I think you should play it. I know the graphics look like PlayStation 2, but I think it's really good. And little did I know that apparently it's huge. Like, it was one of the most streamed games on Twitch when it first came out. Everybody was playing it, and everybody thinks it's awesome. And I didn't know I was ahead of the curve, and I only did one episode on it and never went back to it because, I don't know, I got my fun out of it and I didn't find it as interesting as most of the streamers that are streaming it on a nearly daily basis did. It's good. And I like it as a survival crafting game because you don't need a wiki to play it. You can drop in and everything is contained within the game. It's really obvious what your next step is. You don't need to look up anything. I really like that. A survival crafting game where you don't need a wiki is great. Most of the other really good survival crafting games, I cannot get by without a wiki. Like Ark, I always need to refer to the wiki because there's things I can't remember. 7 Days to Die, I need to refer to the wiki because there's things I can't remember. What else is there? Conan Exiles, need to refer to the wiki. I have a lot of survival crafting games. What other ones do I have? Grounded. Grounded, not so much. Grounded's pretty solid. You don't really need the wiki, but you do a little bit. There's a few things that I couldn't work out and I had to go to the wiki. What else is survival crafting? No Man's Sky. Don't really need a wiki for No Man's Sky. Although No Man's Sky just seems a bit aimless. You have to make your own fun in No Man's Sky. It is a good game. I really like it. But yeah, I do need to get a webcam. It's on my list of things to do, but if I'm going to get a webcam, I not only want a webcam, I want a proper setup. So I'm going to have to do other things like get a green screen and get... I don't know. A green screen. Like I said, I'm going to have to start wearing clothes. Wi-Fi is terrible. I am not Wi-Fi. I am on a cable connected directly to the router via a cable. Don't use wireless is the big thing. Having a computer that's really set up for streaming. So I made a computer that was overkill for gaming. And as a result, I had a lot of spare power. So I had enough power to play the games I wanted to play and stream. But yeah, definitely when streaming, you want a wired connection, not a Wi-Fi connection. A lot of people don't make that distinction. They just call the internet Wi-Fi. It's not. The internet and Wi-Fi is not the same thing. Wi-Fi is wireless fidelity. And yeah, I am cabled in, and that way I get the full speed from the router. I still don't get as good speeds as most Americans do, but I have more than enough upload speed to stream smoothly and cleanly, so yeah. And if you just can't get good internet where you are, well then, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, well that sucks. Yeah, that will ruin your ability to stream. If that is your problem, then that would be your first investment to move back into streaming. So for me, my first investment was literally just a headset with a microphone on it, which is something I never possessed before. I couldn't talk. Well, no, I suppose my first investment was a computer that could record while I played. But, you know, that was just buy an OP PC, which I was going to do anyway. But then, yeah, my next thing was, because my internet's always been good, I've been in a pretty good situation as far as internet goes for a very, very long time. Yeah, that was never a problem for me, luckily. But that is a lot of people's problem. I don't know about Canada. I think your guys is relatively good, but like America's internet is so inconsistent. In some places, people are on, you know, high-speed internet, and in other places, like, you know, a K down the road, they're on dial-up speeds, and that's just ridiculous. Yeah, 1 to 2 up, you're gonna struggle. You can't stream at any decent resolution if you're gonna do that. I mean, I only stream at 1080 because I only play at 1080 as well, but like, there's no way you're gonna stream at 4K, for example, like that. Yeah, it really sucks when you're limited by your location, what your internet is. We had a massive upgrade to internet across the country in Australia called the NBN, the National Broadband Network. And basically there is nowhere in this country now where you can't get 100 megabits per second if you're on a physical connection. And if you're in a remote location, you can still get satellite at 40 megabits, and 40 megabits like 10 up. I think 10 up is as low as it gets in the country now. Yeah, that's what normally happens. It's normally an old part of cities that they haven't updated the cables in a while because it works. For most places, they're like, we only guarantee that you can get internet. We don't guarantee that you can get any specific speed. And ours was very much like that as well. They only guaranteed you could get internet. But a lot of people were, you know, it was 2019, and a lot of people were stuck on dial-up. And there are parts of America that's still like that. I was amazed to find out. Like, I thought their internet would be awesome, because all the tech YouTubers I watch always talk about awesome internet. And then I discovered that half of them are in Canada anyway. And the rest of them that are in America just happen to be in good spots, and that a lot of people are stuck on dial-up in America. That would suck. That would suck so hard. I would hate to be on dial-up. Alright, I just realized I have not built... Gonna need a few things. Haven't got an atmosphere condenser on this planet yet. Yeah, that's crazy on Wi-Fi. That's a really nice Wi-Fi connection then. I've never been on Wi-Fi because I'm just an old school Ethernet person. I've always been on Ethernet. Every other device in the house, and we've got so many smart devices, it's not funny. So, you know, there's 2 TVs and iPads and laptops and other computers, and they're all on Wi-Fi, and I'm the only thing that's plugged in. Me and the printer are the only thing on the Ethernet. Oh, I lie. A cable television is also on Ethernet. Because it's cable TV, but it's got it uses your internet if you missed something. Like if you missed an episode that they showed last week, then you can download the old episode as part of your subscription. But that uses your internet, so it's got an internet connection on the box. But with Netflix and Amazon Prime and Stan and all these other streaming services these days, cable's dying. I don't know why you bother with cable anymore. Our service is actually part of the Fox network as well, so there's a limited number of things that we can get on there. Like, you can't get HBO stuff because it's not owned by Fox, or I think maybe it is. Well, anyway, you can't get most HBO stuff. Yeah, if it's not owned by Fox networks, we just basically don't get it. Unless they pay a license to other producers, which they do for some things, for really popular things. But yeah, it's pretty limited what things they actually pay licenses for. But yeah, I don't know. It's just television. I don't watch that much of it. I tend to use my internet and download things or watch YouTube. There's so much free content on YouTube that's super entertaining. I watch a lot of documentaries and Did You Knows and yeah, stuff like that, and none of that cost me a cent. Connect that up. Let's see now. What else do I need for an atmosphere condenser? Iron, glass, and plastic. Well, there's the iron. Glass is one of them. Plastic is one of them, and one of them. I'm almost ready to go to another planet as well. I'm getting pretty close. I need to go and get some aluminium. Oh no, not one of them. One of them. So let's go and find some aluminium. Oh yeah, so the planets are layered. They are spherical planets. The actual physics and everything works in a sphere. As you get closer to the planet, the gravity actually decreases, which is the opposite of what happens in real life, but, you know, that's a thing. So I've got these slopes, and I make these slopes, and they are consistent slope. But as you move towards the center of the planet, you're going down and across. As you go across, the actual slope gets less and less because you're going around the curvature of the planet. So it's actually kind of interesting that it's got those weird mechanics in it. I'm pretty far down. I'll go down and I'll show you what I mean. Let me just grab a couple of pieces of aluminium. So this is what aluminium looks like. It's these blue to red discs. And as I gather them, see, it fills up on the back of my terrain tool. And eventually I get a full one, and then it pops out into my thing. Yeah, so planets are big, and it's a long way down to get to the center of a planet. But moons aren't as big, and it's quicker. But yeah, if I just keep going down, see, eventually I have to actually change the level of steepness of my descent because, oh, I haven't gone very far down on this planet yet. Because the actual... I'm going to need a spherolite as well while I'm here. This one's zinc. The actual level of steepness will actually slowly decrease as you go around the curvature of the planet until you actually start coming back up again. So if you don't keep changing the angle so that it's steeper and steeper and steeper, you'll miss the center of the planet and you're going for the core of the planet. It's also an interesting mechanic that they've added. Well, I suppose based the game around. It's not really added. That's kind of almost the whole point of the game. Is at the core of every planet is this weird thing. The gateway engine. Right. I need more ceramic. Am I out of clay? I think I'm out of clay as well. Oh no, there's one. Carbon, turn that into plastic. I'm gonna need an oxygenator made up of 1 aluminium, and 1 ceramic when it gets around to doing the ceramic. There's the plastic. Put the plastic on here and print this. I missed that. What's also red? It's also red. Oh, you mean the aluminium? Yeah, it's sort of blue fades to purpley red, if that's what you were talking about. Right, an oxygenator, because I'm going to need that on the next planet. An oxygenator actually allows you to connect tethers. Without an oxygenator, you don't get tethers, because you've got no way of pumping oxygen down the... I suppose these are supposed to be like pipes. I don't know exactly how they work. The game doesn't explain. They're just magical lines to me. But anyway, yeah, you can't get oxygen down them without an oxygenator. Battery. Needs a bit of lithium. Let's make a bit of hydrogen, because I'll need it. I want to take that to the next planet. What am I missing? Gonna need a beacon, but I can make a beacon when I'm there, so let's not worry about that right now. Got way too many tethers. Oh, I'm definitely gonna need one aluminium and one tungsten. And where am I going? I'm going to Glacio. Let's see what's on Glacio. There's titanite and hematite. So I don't need to take iron with me because I'll be able to get it. And I don't need to take titanium with me because I'll be able to get it. I've got enough hydrazine. I've got enough hydrazine to get there. Probably not enough to get back. Should make some hydrazine then. This soil centrifuge, also one of the early pieces of technology that you get in the game. So soil is just any terrain that you suck up in your terrain deforming tool. If you make canisters, you can actually store the soil. So this is just a canister. That's an empty one. You can't place terrain without a canister full of soil. So if you want to add like that, you need to actually have stored soil in a canister. The soil centrifuge, what it's supposedly doing is there's supposedly the tiniest amount of every resource in the soil, but not enough that you can like really get it out unless it's a concentrated node. So the soil centrifuge just lets you spin the soil and get the rare resource out. Yeah, it's nice chatting with you again. It is always nice to actually have someone to talk to, because otherwise I'm talking to myself, which still works, but yeah, it's not as interesting for me. It's certainly much better for me to have someone to talk to. So yes, thanks Jonathan, it was nice seeing you again. Yeah, feel free to watch as much as you want. The video will be up, well, YouTube uploads it I think pretty much straight away, but you kind of have to give it a couple of hours before it goes to high resolution. Otherwise it's only available in low resolution. It's available in high resolution as I'm streaming, and low resolution for a few hours afterwards, and then it gets processed and converted to a HD 1080p 60 frames per second version that will be available in a while. But yeah, thanks a lot, and I'll see you again soon. I still think I'm missing something. I might make the beacon. Maybe if I make the beacon, then I won't feel like I'm forgetting something. 1 tungsten, 1 aluminium. I've got 1 more slot. Medium printer, that's what I don't have. Also out of research stuff here, but that's okay. Alright, I got 5,000 bytes. What can I do with 5,000 bytes? Got all of those. Auto extractors. Pretty close to being able to make those. Shredder. Shredder's kind of useful. Don't know whether I can make tungsten carbide yet. I must be pretty close to tungsten carbide. Let's have a look at this. Copper, glass, graphene, and aluminium alloy. Yeah, I can make that now. It's extremely expensive resource-wise. What about the big... Why won't it... Oh, well, there we are. Graphene and aluminium alloy. That's probably a little bit cheaper. Would require me to have one of these. Two resin and 2 iron. So expensive. But no, the next thing I really need is this. Oh, and in fact I can do it now. Titanium alloy. I might even be able to make titanium alloy. Oh, and the hab. I can make habs, can't I? I didn't... Yeah, there's a few more things that I could be doing before I go over to the next planet. A hab. Ceramic and titanium alloy. Alright, we're looking at titanium alloy. Shelter. Silicone and plastic. I can make silicone, can't I? Silicone. Plastic, silicone, methane. Isn't this full of methane? Medium gas canister. Atmospheric resource. Dispensing methane. I've got a lot of methane. So I can totally make silicone. Resin and quartz. Resin. Quartz. Methane. Right. Yes, so that actually changes everything because we will not be using this spaceship. Just drop that in the hole. I will keep the thruster though, because I need the thruster. So I will be making a hab and then titanium alloy. Titanium alloy. Don't know how to make titanium alloy yet. We'll find out in a minute. I need another resin and another quartz. I'm out of quartz. I do have the resin. Let's put the resin down. Quartz. I could make quartz or I could go find some. Let's go look and see if I can find some. I don't know whether there's any quartz around here or not. It's been a while since I've actually wandered around down here because this is my home planet and I don't really do much on the home planet. I think we'll just do it with soil, it'll be quicker. Alright, fill up those canisters again. We need quartz. got nothing to research. I should get something to research. Pretty sure there'll be something in the forests nearby, because I haven't exhausted them. I've hardly even looked for research components in the forest. I'm sure there's more. Come on. One of those weird bowed trees with the research item in it. There it is. Ooh. There's some ammonia there, and that's pretty close by. I should remember that for when I make an auto extractor. Cool, alright. Now was it glass or was it actually quartz I needed? It was quartz, wasn't it? Okay, whoops. So that is my second piece of silicone, which is good. What was the other thing I needed? Silicon and plastic. Plastic is compound and carbon. Out of compound as well, so even more soil. Okay, so I've got to make some hydrazine as well. I had all the bits to make the hydrazine. Let's do that while we're waiting. Of course, as soon as I say that, this will finish. But no, it didn't actually finish. It was just slowing down because I'm now using the battery. Alright, so I'll need 2 of those to make 2 plastic. Then I can print a hab, then I can have a look at how to make titanium alloy. Don't remember what goes into titanium alloy, but I've got titanite, so I'm going to need some of those. 2 of those at least. Alright, that's hydrazine fuel, which will go over here on the thruster. Then I can make plastic. 2 of those. Don't know if this is now all going to fit in the thing or not. I think it will. 1 big one for the hab. And then these can go on the small ones. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. I just don't know what titanium alloy is made out of. I'm going to be very upset if I discover it's a gas not available on this planet that isn't methane. What's that? Rubber. Why have I got a rubber? Oh, that was from that mission where you needed 1 rubber just to prove that you could make rubber. Yeah, so I'm not going to do that. Not yet, anyway. Not going to do that. Be a while before I do that. Probably not going to do that. Getting really close. About to go to Glacio, or soon go into Glacio. Still a little way away from doing that. I have to go to Atrox to do that. It'll be a while before I do that. Don't know whether I ever will. Still haven't done this yet. And I've never done this. I've never played the game and actually done one of these. So eventually I'll do that. Get 2 solid fuel jump jets. Oh yeah, they're personal jump jets. They're for your backpack, not for a spaceship. Alright, and that's 2 plastic, which means I can print a shelter. I keep saying hab, I call it a hab. Right, titanium alloy. I'll be right up here. Need titanium, need nitrogen, and need graphene. Oh wow. Okay, this is going to be expensive. So graphene requires hydrazine and graphite. So I'm going to need a lot of soil because I'm going to need 2 ammonia. I could actually go lower into the map and go and find some ammonia, but yeah. You know what? I think I'll do that. Alright, we'll print more ammonium. Let's... Yeah, I've got some tethers. Oh, I've got too much stuff on me. Alright, let's put it all down. All the things I was getting ready to take to a new planet. Grab some of these spare tethers so I can use them up. And we'll make our way to the core of the planet where there is abundant ammonium to be harvested. I can't believe I haven't dug that far down yet here. I've normally gone further than this by now. It's really weird. Oh well. Don't know why I didn't, but for some reason I didn't. Man, I need to cut my fingernails. It's getting hard to hold the control button as I walk forwards because my fingernails gotten too long. I will get on that. I want to at least get to Glacio before I call it a day. Even if we don't, like, keep going into Glacio and doing cool stuff on Glacio, I want to at least get there. It is interesting to note that I can play Astroneer for longer than I can play most other games without getting bored. As evidenced by the length of the streams that I make for Astroneer. Like the first stream in this series was 4 hours, and the next one was 3 hours, and I'm at 2 hours and 15 minutes and I'm not really bored yet. The only reason I intend to stop is because I've got things to do. Like I said, I need to go shopping, and I need to cut my fingernails. I only ever cut my fingernails after showering because it means that your nails are soft. It's always nice to cut your nails when they're softer. You get less jagged edges and you don't need an emery board to clean them up. I think I'm going to get rid of this and make a slight increase in my rate of descent again. You don't want to go crazy, but you can increase the rate of descent. Like, that's crazy, that's too much, that's good. Yeah, that's about right. So silver, you'll go through the mushroom biome first, before you start getting extra resources. So on every planet there's 2 resources, and the primary resource appears in the cavern layers just below the surface. The secondary resource appears in 2 places. It appears high in hills and on mountains. So for example, on silver you can find malachite high on the mountains. But it also appears really deep near the planet's core. So on every planet there's 2 places for secondary resources. High altitude and close to the core. So when we get further down we'll actually be able to find more malachite. And you generally find ammonia closer to the core as well. The other thing that you can find is Astroneer, which is the resource that can be researched. It serves no other purpose, it can't be refined. It is purely a resource that provides research. And you find those both below the mushroom biome. So I haven't even gotten to the mushroom biome yet. No, okay, look, I've just reached the mushroom biome. It's a pretty cool looking biome though. And there you go. So there is a whole bunch of copper down there. You can just see the green. Yeah, and you'll find astronium further down than this. But at this level, you'll start to find the secondary resource. And I'm going to have to go up because I'm out of compound. And I can't make any more tethers, and I don't have any more tethers. I'm only doing this because there are places lower down where it's easier to find ammonia, and it's quicker than making ammonia using soil, but I'm sort of going to do a mix of both. Because I have to go back to the surface now, I've got full soil canisters. I can make another ammonia, which will actually be 2 ammonia, which will be enough to make the hydrazine I need to make the graphite. Graphite you actually find in mountains, so I will have to refill my soil canisters to make the graphite, because I'm either going to have to spend ages looking around mountains and hills to try and find it, or I can just fill my soil canisters up and make a bit. Which will then actually mean I will have the first graphene I need to make my titanium alloy. But then I still need to make another one, because I need 2 titanium alloy to make this shuttle. So, yeah, it's expensive. Make another ammonium, put the ammonium on that. Out of research again. Let's go look for another research item. I just like to keep the research rolling. I don't really want to ever stop having research coming in. There's still so many things in the game to actually spend research points on. Let's try the edges of the forest rather than going deep into the forest and see what we get. Looking, looking, looking. Don't see one yet. Look at that. 2 free ammonium. And a medium research thingy that I don't need. Medium storage thing that I don't need. And a free small turbine. No research though. I came here looking for a research item and I didn't get one. That's annoying. Really? No research items? You suck. The 2 ammonium is really nice though. That's a massive boon to discover 2 of those for free. Because that will allow me to make the second hydrazine immediately. So look, I'll just put that on repeat for now, because then by the time I come back, the second hydrazine will just be there. I do need to make the graphite, which means I'll need to fill up my thingy canisters, but I want to go and get a research component first, and I see one over here, so I'll go and grab this. That's graphite over there. See if I can get 2 graphite out of this. Nope. Didn't get 2 graphite out of it. Didn't even get 1 graphite out of it. Oh no, I lie. I got 1 graphite out of it. So better than nothing. Not enough. Yeah, so there's something weird. I wonder if people actually notice that I'm talking. I suppose they'd have to. Is it extenders? Extenders. Yeah, I don't need extenders. People have got to notice that I'm talking to someone who's chatting in the live chat. I certainly hope so anyway. I do keep the live chat playing in the replays, so it's not like it's not available or anything. It's available. You can see that I was chatting to a real person. I'm not just making these things up that I'm talking about. I ain't that crazy. Right, graphene. I'm going to need 2 titanium as well. Yep, got full of that as well, so that's good. I won't need both. Take just 1, because I only need 1 more graphite now. And I don't have to go underground. I might as well stay up here. Let's see now. I want to make a large shuttle. I'm also going to need 2 ceramic. So I will still need more soil because I'm also out of ceramic. The soil centrifuge really changed the game. Before it was in the game, you know, you used to have to actually run around and get every single resource. It took a long time. And now there's the soil centrifuge, and it changed things. Made a lot of things easier. Just a little bit more. Don't have any ceramic hiding in this pile? No, I don't. Right. Can turn that off repeat. Oh, it's not on repeat anymore. Good. Although actually I kind of can turn it on to repeat. Nitrogen. I don't have nitrogen. But I can get nitrogen because this planet has nitrogen. Hydrogen, methane. Make 1 nitrogen to go with the 2 graphene. And 2 titanium to make 2 titanium alloy. Also need to put more clay in the furnace to make 2 more ceramic. And then I can have a big shuttle with which I can take the large hab with. Let's actually do our spreadsheet. We didn't do our spreadsheet the entire time we were on Novus. So we do have a furnace on Novus, we do have a lab on Novus, we have an atmosphere condenser on Novus, we have a landing pad on Novus. We still only had one medium battery, one medium wind, and one large wind and one large solar. That was our only power. We didn't really go looking and find anything else. Let's see, on Sylvan I have one medium battery, I have one small wind, I have one small solar, I have a furnace, a centrifuge, a lab, an atmos, a landing, I have a hab, still have no automated diggers, and I don't have a gateway. I haven't sorted out the gateway. Actually the weakest power-wise on this planet, amusingly. Now I have two QT-RTGs, but I don't count them because they're sort of mobile things. I take them with me. So they're a different thing. Let's see now. I don't have an RTG column on my thing, so let's add an RTG column. And we are going to Glacio. I haven't even entered Glacio yet because I haven't been that far since I started using the spreadsheet. Right, what happened? Are we done? We've got one nitrogen. Is that all? We need more than one nitrogen. I need two nitrogen. Oh, we've got two nitrogen. Alright, well, you can stop then. Put that on repeat because I'm going to want to make two anyway. I've got my two ceramics, so we can put the ceramic over here. Could really put the solar somewhere better. It's getting blocked by the hab, but I don't think it matters actually. I think it's only shadows from other things like terrain and the gateway that actually makes any difference. Alright, there's a titanium alloy. Cool, so now we'll have the big spaceship, which is excellent because it allows us to transfer more things. We can start placing habs or shelters on planets, which is excellent because it allows us to... it comes with one RTG, so there's always some power. There's never not power. But I mean, I can take the QT RTGs for that as well, so... Right, let's load up. Okay, so I can only take one QT-RTG with me. I'll take one compound because I kind of just like having it. One QT-RTG because that's all I can fit. Shouldn't have made the beacon. I could take the two if I didn't have the beacon, but I made the beacon because I felt like I was forgetting something. And I don't think I was forgetting anything. I think I just felt like I was forgetting something. But yeah, there's iron over there, so I'll be able to make an atmosphere condenser. I'll be able to make a chemistry lab, and I'll be able to make a soil centrifuge. Take the battery with me because there won't be any spherolite, and there is lithium, I think. Can't remember what it said there was. No, I think it's titanite and iron, isn't it? Anyway. A platform to get started, power to get started. won't actually need these powers to get started because I've got a hab, but they'll be super useful shortly thereafter. It's going to take forever to print this bitch. What am I going to do while I'm printing this? I could go looking for more research items. There might be some up in the hills up here. I also thought there was a forest further around here where I might find some, so... Apparently copper right here, that's surprising. No research items, would have expected to see one by now. Oh, there's a couple. The other side of this chasm. It's a decent chasm. Anything good on here? No, just some... Yeah, I'll take it. I don't have space for it. Jeez, I better make it back. It's very annoying to die and have to run all this way around. Oh, I have a phone call. Oh dear, I've got to get home. All right, guys, you're gonna have to excuse me. And I'm back. Alright, I thought I'd leave it plain because, well, there's this big thing printing right in front of you, so I thought that was kind of worth watching. Yes, I just found out I am now qualified to be a security guard, but I don't have my security license. I still need to go through a vetting process by the government to make sure I'm not a terrorist trying to infiltrate the security industry. I assure you I'm not a terrorist trying to infiltrate the security industry. But yeah, it's pretty standard here in Australia that they do that. Probably, I imagine, in most countries they would do that. It just sounds like a sensible, reasonable thing to do, really. But yeah, so that was just them calling me to actually let me know that, yes, you have successfully passed the course, proved competency, and they wanted to make a time for me to come in to make my license application, because as part of the course they also help you with the license application, just because they're familiar with the process. You can do it on your own, but they're like, yeah, do you want to do it with us? Because it's quick and easy. So I said, yeah, why not? So yeah. Hopefully I will be able to get that application in quickly, and will very, very soon be a qualified security guard. And since there's a massive shortage of people to do the actual security guard work, I should have a job very soon, which will be great. Be bad for this channel, because there'll be less and less me playing games, because I'll be busy doing other things. But it'd be really good for me as a whole, because I'll have more money, which means I'll be able to buy an even better computer and a capture card, so I can start showing you Switch gameplay and PlayStation gameplay and Xbox gameplay, because there are things that I play on those consoles. Not much on Xbox, not much on PlayStation, but I do play a lot of Switch games. I was wondering if a Let's Play of Breath of the Wild might actually convince me to finish Breath of the Wild, because I've never finished Breath of the Wild. But we'll see. And, having said all that, we are also now ready to go to Glacio. We've got our big rocket fueled up, everything loaded. Let's hop in. So I think we'll get set up at Glacio, maybe get the basics going, and then call it a day stream-wise, because it is now 1:45, and I need to get where I'm going before the shops close. Ooh, that's a great spot, right next to the gateway. Cool nanas. There's a reasonably flat spot. I think we'll just expand this as well. It's already kind of close to perfectly flat. And in fact, I think putting a hab down automatically makes it perfectly flat. Not sure. Let's find out. Let's rotate it this way. Place it like that. Let's move the shuttle a little bit out of the way. I'm not sure. I don't know if that changed the terrain at all in any way, shape or form. Oh, it looks like it did. Okay, cool. That's now perfectly flat. Alright, let's get this out. Let's place it this side, because it's going to be the soil centrifuge anyway, so... unpack it. Can put the printer on it, and let's go with, I think Glacio's wind, so let's unpack the wind for now. We'll unpack both and just have them sitting there. I could charge the battery, hey. Oh, you don't need an oxygenator. Do you need an oxygenator? Can you build tethers off a shelter? You can. They come with an oxygenator. Ah, you don't need to bring an oxygenator when you've got a shelter. I didn't know that. So I've got an oxygenator here for no good reason. Yeah, that's annoying. Oh well. It happens. You don't need a beacon, because the shelter acts as a beacon. whole bunch of stuff. Haven't really thought all this through. Alright, I do need to find some resin. Oh wait, was it resin I needed or was it compound? It might have been compound. It's alright. We'll get enough resin to print another platform, just because we can first. So we'll do that first and we'll just have a second platform, because why not? And then I need some compound because I'm going to have to print a soil centrifuge. So here's some compound. I think 2's enough, so I can use the third one to print some tethers. Oh, I've got 4. Well, that's good. This thing's going to be in the way. Let's dig it out. Sometimes there's research components underneath those, but no, not this time. Build out the flat area so I've got enough space for this. Move that there because I'm going to want to put the soil centrifuge here. So it's 1 aluminium and 2 compound, so I was right. I don't need an oxygenator. Should have known. So this will be my way down, which means this is where I can dig out any soil that I want or need. Glacio, also pretty good for organic if you need organic. There's a lot around the place. Yeah, so I'll probably take that back with me. Will allow me to dump it off. When I eventually build a shredder on silver, I'll be able to just shred it. And there we go. Now I can quickly produce resources like resin without having to go looking for it. Let's move that here. I'll tell you what, I don't need more tethers, but I will need a small printer. Yeah, haven't really thought that through. Having the shelter changes everything, because you no longer need a beacon and you no longer need oxygenators on planets, because it comes with both of them. The shelter is itself a beacon, and it comes with an oxygenator and one RTG, a 1U RTG. Cool, so now we'll make the printing platform that I'll put over here. Over here. Very, yeah. And then we can have some stuff, yeah. And then some stuff, yeah. I'm not actually saying anything there, I'm just talking crap for the sake of talking crap. Yes, so Glacio. So this stuff, this area was the first thing that I wouldn't have actually been able to dig without a drill mod, the diamond drill mod. But I've got the diamond drill mod. Got it one planet before I even needed it. Turn it a little bit. Right, printing. So this is where I want to do all my printing, so we'll move the printers over there. Can set up the solar there because I won't be building a large printer for a while yet. Let's put the beacon on there so that I've filled that back slot. What do I want to print right now? I need to print more large platforms. I think it is just more large platforms, and I think we'll just do that for a while until we've got every platform we need, and then we'll start filling in all the devices that go on said platforms. It's full. Why am I not printing? No, it wasn't full. It was close to full. Let's fill it up. Even more organic. Alright. There needs to be another one behind it. Crying out loud, slot in, would you? There we go. Lock that into place. That will be for a research chamber. And then another one behind the one that the wind turbine is currently sitting on. That will be where the chemistry lab will go. This is where the furnace normally goes. I need one here. I need another medium storage for the furnace, just because I feel naked without it. Then I need another one behind it for the solar, another one behind it for the wind turbine, and one off to the side for the atmosphere condenser. Cool, need enough soil to extend the area. So we'll just dig some more of this out. I think denser terrain also actually gives you more soil. I'm not sure. I think it does. Cool, I think that should do it. Ended up with a buttload of organic. Might as well put them in their permanent positions now. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame about the wasted oxygenator. That also doesn't leave me with anything to actually put on this edge of this platform to stop the furnace using those two slots, because that's normally where the oxygenator would be. So maybe I'll just put the oxygenator there even though I don't use it. Can take up 2 slots for the sake of taking up 2 slots, why not? Could do with some research components, I haven't seen any yet. Damn it, hold still. There's sometimes one under these sorts of plants, but not always, so... I suppose there's no reason not to dig the plant out, is there? No. There's often one under ones that actually have research items, the simple research items on top of them, but... Again, not always. Ah, there's one. Solar panel to its permanent home. We just need one more to go there, and then we can go research chamber, furnace, chemistry lab, atmosphere condenser. Ooh, atmosphere condenser is going to require us to actually find iron. Found on the surface, which means it's either going to be super low down or up high. So we might go look up high and see if we can find enough iron to get 1 iron. But otherwise we're going to have to dig deep. Right. Research chamber. Would be better to make more, but let's just do that for now. Let's go look up here and see if we can find any iron real quick. Don't see any. A couple of research items though, we'll take all 3 of these back. Ooh, and some extra wind power. Just for the hell of it. Surprisingly overproductive planet. Got a whole bunch of research stuff early. Some bonus wind power that I wouldn't normally get. Now I don't actually need that oxygenator because I could have put it there, but oh well, we won't worry about that for now. Oh yeah, got another one. There's still 3 research things here. 2, you might say. But no, look, there's one under this. Since I don't predict I'm going to be coming back up here very often, I'm going to take this one. Rather than worry about that research sample being able to regrow. I'm better off with this. Alright, let's get the research chamber in and get the research started. Still 2 more. The gate's right there. There's other mountains I can look on, nearby mountains I can look on for some hematite. Oh, I should be printing a furnace, but oh well, that's alright, we'll get to that in a sec. Oh, here we are. Problem solved. That's also another one that I say a lot that a lot of people probably wouldn't get. Problem solved is an Australian thing. I don't think it's international. We have a paint company that make like house paints called Solver. That's the name of the paint company. S-O-L-V-E-R, Solver. And yeah, so one of the things that they say in their adverts is to do with painting things problem solved. And I tend to say it a bit because, I don't know, it gets in your head. It's relatively good advertising. Because you don't forget it. There's 2 kinds of advertising. There's really good advertising and really bad advertising, and both are really successful. Like some of the worst ads you've ever seen, you remember the company, and you remember that horrible jingle that won't get out of your head. It's terrible advertising, but it works because you cannot forget that company. You might not have any confidence in that company's product, but by God, you remember their product. So yeah, there's that thing about there's 2 different kinds of advertising: really good advertising, really bad advertising, and they're both just as successful as helping you remember the brand name. I wouldn't say the problem solved thing is really bad, but it's not great. But it's also very memorable, so you don't forget it. It's good advertising without being very good. And then there's other things like brand recognition, like the Dulux dog. Some English Shepherd something. I can't remember what the dog's breed is. But they're super hairy. And that's the Dulux dog. It doesn't matter where in the world you are. If you see one of those dogs, you think of that paint company. That's brilliant. That's excellent advertising. Alright, 3,000 bytes. I've got to start looking into extra large platform C. Is it better than platform A? It's about the same, but I don't actually know what you get on an extra large platform C. For the first time in a long time, I'm going to go to the Astroneer wiki and look something up. Extra large platform C. What in the world? Ah, there it is. 2 tier 3 and 1 tier 4 attachment slots. That's what I want. 2 tier 3s, that's kind of impressive. Can get a lot of shit on that. Oops. Sorry for swearing. I don't normally swear in my streams. That's a minor swear. Hopefully YouTube won't flag me for it. I normally don't. I'm normally very, very good. If I'm playing a game that has swearing in it, I allow myself to swear. But normally, I don't swear at all in my streams. I apologize. I hope no one was too offended for suddenly coming across a swear in one of my streams. It's not a common occurrence. Hopefully it won't happen again. It happens in my non-adult streams about once every 10 streams or so. I will accidentally drop an S-bomb or an F-bomb. I'm a relatively sweary person in my everyday life, actually. I swear quite a lot. It's a bad habit. My 12-year-old niece swears a lot, and I'm not to blame, but I feel bad every time I swear around her, because I know I'm only encouraging her further, and I don't want to. Need more soil, just standing there, wasting time when I could be gathering soil. Not an ideal soil gathering area, but that's alright. We don't need that much soil on further planets. The hardest thing is always going to be opening the gateway. When it comes time that I actually have to open the gateway, that's what's going to be super, super difficult. Because by the time you get to Glacio, the amount of energy required to activate the gateway is immense. That's why I've never finished the game. It just takes too much. I mean, the first planets, it's real easy, it's real simple. It takes very little. And you can activate those gateways, and then you get to some of the further planets, and it's like, wow, I've got 5 solar arrays, and that's not enough. Or, you know, I've got 6 RTGs, and that's not enough. But hopefully, over the course of this Let's Play, we will do it. We will finally finish Astroneer and see the end, because I've never actually done everything. I haven't even activated one gateway yet, so I can't even take you to the mysterious satellite. I should at least activate one gateway and do the mysterious satellite bit. But yeah, haven't gotten to that yet. We will get to it. Alright. So this will be the chemistry lab. Leaves just the atmosphere condenser. And then we'll be calling it a stream because that's a good 3 hours, and like I said, I've got things to do. It's getting late. The shops all close at 5:30. Okay, I've got like 3 hours, but I want to do shopping, so I don't want to be rushed. I don't want to go in and buy the first thing I see. Still eating this chocolate that I started the stream with as well. It's good. 80% cocoa. Also, other than this chocolate, I haven't eaten anything today, so it'd be nice to actually get some real food. So I wouldn't mind going to the food court and getting something. I'll probably just get Subway anyway, but... although there's a decent burrito place there, I could get a burrito. Iron, glass, and plastic. So plastic is this, and this. Iron, glass, and plastic. Yeah, so solar arrays are extra large, and there's the extra large wind turbines now as well. But I don't know whether I really need them. I mean, obviously I haven't gone that way yet. I haven't paid for the schematic. I don't know whether you need it. Oh yes, extra large platform. See, I need that. I'm going to need the extra large shredder because that's the one I use. Why have a smaller shredder? Why waste on the intermediate shredders when you can have the biggest one and be able to shred everything in the one shredder? It's a pretty cool planet, this. It is amazing considering how simple the mechanics of the game are and how they're all procedurally generated, that every planet looks slightly different. Like Glacio's got these valleys and these hills, but then on the top of the hills they're all plateau-like, they're really smooth and flat. The only other one that's similar is DeSolo, but DeSolo looks different because of the coloration, and it's actually got the same spiky things on it as well. I don't know, they still manage to look unique. It's sufficient, let's call it. Alright, what is the unique gas? Argon, right. Can't get argon anywhere else. We'll start this making argon. I will make the canisters. So I'm going to need a medium resource canister and a medium gas canister. So I'm going to need plastic. And glass. Got the glass already. Plastic's a little bit away because I have to make compound because I'm out of compound. Yeah, let's just check what the medium gas canister needs. Glass and silicone. Okay, I might not be able to make silicone here. Can I make silicone here? Methane, no. I don't have access to methane here. So I was going to make one of those. I should have brought it with me. But that's alright. We don't need a whole one of those. We'll just take 5 or 6 argons back with me and that'll do for now. I can always bring a medium gas canister over later if I really want to. But you really don't need that much gas, I've found, anyway. The amount that I took from Novus was really, really excessive. You just don't need that much gas. So that'll be the setup for when I come back. And oh, I don't even need a medium resource canister. What am I building this for? I've got crap loads of iron and crap loads of titanite already. So this is a total waste. Yeah. Don't need to do it. So we will just pretend I didn't make that screw up. Oh yes, landing pad. That's what I don't have. So we are close, but we don't have a landing pad. So we can't finish the stream until we have a fully set up base on Glacio. And for that I need to have a landing pad, so I need to make a large printer. I need to go and find some aluminium. See how long that takes me. Not very, because I can see some aluminium from here. By the looks of things, I'm going to dig right down into it. That's disappointing, wasn't much. It's already turned into resin. Let's no. There's some more. There we go. I think you just need one and two ceramic, if I remember correctly. Nearly there, nearly there. What's argon for? I think argon's for making steel. Yep, argon, iron, carbon. That's how you make steel. Which I'm eventually going to need. It's a little while away, but I will need it. Now let's just move a shuttle there so it's out of the way. And then we can get back here. Make a nice big flat spot to put the landing pad on. That should do. Still managed to exhaust my battery. It's kind of surprising. I'm only running the research and this, and I was running the furnace, and now I'm running a printer, but does it tell you how much they draw? No, it doesn't tell you how much they draw. Draws 5 U's while active. Draws 5 U's, so that's 10. Draws 20 while active. Wow, so that's 30. So it's because of this. This thing draws heaps. That only draws 2. It'll now slow right down while there's no wind or sun. Oh, there's a whole ton of hematite there. I didn't see that before. I went looking up that hill. It's alright, we still found it. We still managed to make an atmosphere condenser. I just need the sun to come up or for the wind to start so that things can speed up a little bit. There we go. And I should get this stream done before 3 hours and 30 minutes. 3 hours and 25 looks like probably thereabouts. 3 hours and 20. I've got 2 minutes. Takes me almost a minute to do my wrap up. So 3 hours, 20, 25, somewhere around that vicinity. It's another good stream, another long one, longer than I can play most games for. There's not a lot of games that I can play for hours and hours and hours on end without getting bored. There are other games that I play, but I don't stream them. So like League of Legends I can play for a long time, but because it's a competitive game and I really don't want people commenting on my performance. I'm old, my reflexes aren't that good. I don't need people to tell me that I'm crap. I know I'm crap, so I'd rather not play that on stream. Maybe one day, but not today. Not now, not soon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today. Pretty massive. We managed 2 planets. I was expecting to just do Novus. That's what the stream title said, Novus Bound, but we managed Novus and Glacio, which means next episode we will be going back to Silver with all this argon that's sitting here, and we will be prepping to go to Atrox, the final planet in the sequence, and then possibly during that stream, possibly the stream after that, we will actually be moving on to activating all the gateways and the mysterious satellite. And it should take me 2 to 3 more episodes to finish the game. Probably I would say 3 because of the sheer amount of power that you need to activate some of the planets. Like activating the gateway on Atrox is a crap load of power. I'm going to need a lot of resources to get that done. It's going to take me some time to put all that together. There's going to be a lot of digging up soil and filling soil centrifuges. As well as, you know, there are other things that I want to do, like auto excavators. So yeah, don't expect it to be too quick, but yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this stream. If you did, hit that like button. If you'd like to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button. Makes it nice and easy to find all my videos in one place. If you'd like to know when I go live, because it is random, you never know when it's going to happen. Sometimes it's twice a day, sometimes it's once a month, sometimes I take months off. It's happened more than once. It'll probably happen again. I don't know when it's going to happen again. Hopefully no time soon. Although with my new job coming, it is a very distinct possibility that my schedule might change and might become very irregular. But hit that notification bell. That's what that one's there for. Sometimes I do pre-made edited videos as opposed to live streams, but recently I've just been doing live streams because it's been easier. I've honestly run out of hard drive space. I've got so much stuff I have to edit to actually make videos of, and those are all private videos for my family, so you guys will never see those anyway. But yeah, every now and again I do upload a preload video, and if you hit that notification bell, you'll get those as well. I will add that if you didn't like this stream, hit that dislike button. That's what that one's there for. But if you do hit that dislike button, I would appreciate it if you could leave me a comment, let me know what it was about the stream you didn't like. I can't improve if people don't tell me what I'm doing wrong. That's going to do it, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.